Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Latabo and this is LJ's Lives Ways. It has been a hot minute, like a very hot minute. how are you guys? Okay, so anyways, welcome to the video. Happy Women's Month. Women's Day has passed, but happy Women's Month. It's National Women's Month in South Africa. So basically today's video, I have got like collected a couple of women in my life, mostly my friends, some of my sisters, but yeah, a couple of women in my life for them to share inspiring stories or just like any lessons that they've learned or some sort of inspiration for other women. Cause in this world you like feel alone in the situation that you're going through, and like what most of these women were saying, I was also going through. So it was like, okay, I'm not alone in this. And I feel like most of us need to hear this because whatever situation you're going through, you're not alone. You're not the only one. But always remember that God is gonna come through. Um, so I have split this into a couple of videos because here's a couple of women, and I want you guys to get like the full taste, not a whole edited version. So what they said, it's gonna be raw. So in this video, we're gonna be having, it's my two friends, Kimberly and Faith. They're gonna share their inspiration, their story, what they went through. They basically went through something. I'm not gonna even spoil it for y'all. Y'all are gonna see them. But they are my two good friends, Kimberly and Faith. Yeah, and then the rest you'll see them in other videos. I am also gonna share my story. It'll be at the end, the last one. You can see the last one. You better stick around with this series. It's only gonna be for this month, or it might like go into September if like I have more women. But yeah, it's just for this month. Stay tuned. Wait for mine. Keep on watching. Yeah. So without further ado, here is my friend Kimberly.
Hi, my name is Kimberly and I'm Lotabo's friend, and happy Women's Month. Today Lotabo invited me to her channel to talk about my story, but since that isn't quite done yet, I decided to talk about something that's been weighing in on my mind for quite a long time. So self-image and self-esteem. For a long time I've struggled with my self-image and self-esteem, mostly due to the fact I started developing a lot more earlier than my peers around me. And you'd be surprised how much those silly little comments would weigh in on someone's mind. Um, I started to compare myself to others. I thought I wasn't good enough. I compared myself to others in academics, sports, culture, and all sorts of things. Although I am doing a lot better now, I still struggle to acknowledge that I am fine just the way I am, that I'm not stupid, ugly, useless, that I'm not a waste of others' times. And through people around me, like my friends and family who love me very much, I realized that I can do this, that I am worth people's time. And for once, I wanted to be the person who gave others the encouragement that they needed. I wanted to be the person who will help you get through this. So stop listening to that ugly voice in your head that's telling you to give up. There's always healthy ways to improve yourself in the areas that you think you're failing in, and I assure you that you're not. People make mistakes, and that's fine. And most importantly, don't give up on it. Don't give up on yourself, because in the end, it's you who make yourself truly happy. And remember, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are intelligent, and most importantly, you can do this. Bye.
Okay, thank you so much, Kimberly, for sharing. Next one up is my friend Faith. Let's go.
Hi guys, I'm Latabo's friend, Faith, and she has asked me to share an inspirational story with you guys. So the story that I decided to share is the one of how I overcame my insecurities and my fears. So in the late primary years and my early high school years, I became conscious about the way I looked, and I compared myself to others often because society had a certain image of what beauty is, of what beautiful was. So I thought, okay, I don't fit that, so I'm not beautiful. And I really became insecure about my body. I started comparing myself to other people, and I felt like I wasn't as beautiful or even not beautiful as other people. So I remember one time I saw this verse, First Peter 5 verse 7. It's still my favorite verse of all time. It says, "Cast all your cares on him, for he cares for you." And you know, for me, when I had those insecurities, like it's always a thought that occupied my mind, like, oh my gosh, you look like this, oh my gosh, you're so skinny, oh my gosh, you're not as beautiful, oh my gosh, like your facial features, oh my gosh, you know, I was insecure about those things. And it always disturbed my mind, it always disturbed me when I thought about them. It made me sad, like just thinking like that about myself. But when I read that verse, First Peter 5 verse 7, I'm like, you know what? Let me just give it all to God. All my worries, all my insecurities, give it all to God. And the more I started doing that, the better and better it became. And the less I started worrying about the way I look, all these little things. So I just want to tell you guys that give your cares to Him because He cares for you. He loves you so much. And even whether it's small or big, pray about everything. Give it to Him. Leave it in His hands. Because when our life is in our hands, in His hands, we don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. And there's another verse that says, we are God's workmanship. In other versions, it says, we are God's masterpiece. We are created to perfection to do His work. We are God's masterpiece. A masterpiece has no flaws. A masterpiece is perfect. Every single detail is made to perfection. Every single little detail is made to perfection. And we are God's masterpiece. We are God's masterpiece. If we can look at the sky and say, wow, the stars are so beautiful. Imagine us who He loves so much. The Bible says we are His crowned possession. How much more will He clothe us? How much more will He give us? How much more perfect will He make us? Us, His prized possession. Not the stars, not the birds, not the trees. Us, His children. How much more perfection will He bring to us and love? So we have to remember that as well, guys. We are God's masterpiece. And don't forget that. And people always say, I'm not perfect. I have flaws. I'm not perfect. I have flaws. You're lying. According to my Bible, I'm a masterpiece. I don't have flaws. Though the world may see me in a different way, like, look at her, she's ugly. But no. In the eyes of the Heavenly Almighty Father, I am a masterpiece. And that's what matters. The Bible doesn't say that we have flaws. We are imperfect, yes, but we are God's masterpiece. And that should be your motivation. You are God's masterpiece. And don't forget that. Don't let the views and the people of this world tell you anything else different. But live according to the Bible, because that's the one truth that is so true and so genuine. Thank you, guys.
Okay, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much, Faith, for sharing. I hope y'all actually heard something, because I also went through that, like with my self-esteem and self-image and comparing myself with others. And I feel like it's a thing that needs to be talked about even more, because most of us do deal with this thing. It's not just like I feel like everyone has to pass that stage in their life. And I feel like what Faith said is that only God's opinion matters. If He says that you are beautiful, you are His masterpiece, then that's the only opinion that you need to listen to, not what the media is saying, not the people around you. So I hope y'all like this touch y'all, because I asked them to actually be open and speak about something that they wouldn't necessarily like speak about, that isn't that easy to say. So yeah, anyways, this is the end of the video. Hope y'all liked it. Like the video. If you did like it, don't just like it emotionally, like it on the internet, on YouTube, like down below. That make it blue. Make it blue. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share this video and continue to watch the series if I already uploaded the videos. Please go watch the next videos of the series. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.